So this is a guy with 1 touchdown. He'll be at the top of the list.
Ball comes loose on the first play of the game. The Louisiana Tech sideline celebrates as they force a turnover to start the night. Jalen Ferguson, the defensive end, falling on top of it after Xavier Jones coughed it up.
Ferguson's that playmaker on the edge of Louisiana Tech's defense, and it just looked like a hand gets in right there at the point of attack, and Ferguson all over the football.
Smith with a quick throw. That ball tipped, and it falls incomplete on 3rd and 4. Bulldogs don't get what they're looking for, but still an opportunity for points after the opening drive turnover by SMU. Jonathan Barnes, a redshirt senior, for the kick to try and get scoring started here tonight, and that kick is no good. Off to the left for Barnes. A miss from 37.
Well, that'll get you going on the SMU sidelines if you're a new head coach in Sonny Dykes.
Most in FBS, and now just 5 shy of the school record set by Jeremy Johnson back in 2013. Pass over the top, caught by Sutton out at the 45-yard line. He is a huge target at 6'4". He can go up and get it with the best of them.
Catch radius is what comes to mind when you think of Cortland Sutton. He's a guy that is willing to go over the middle. He's willing to go up and fight for tough catches, and that time he climbs the ladder and gets the ball down to the 45.
They go back to Jones as he takes it into Louisiana Tech territory. Nice gain of about 9 there on 1st down. You play aggressive, great. If it works out, even better. Quick throw, and that pass is intercepted. 2nd turnover of the night for SMU. Cedric Cooper coming back the other way with it, and it's momentum for the Bulldogs again.
Two quick turnovers by this Louisiana Tech defense. This time Cooper, it just looked like the timing was off. The ball, little pressure in the pocket. I'm not so sure that Trey Quinn was ready for the ball that quickly from Ben Hicks, but what a play by Cooper. Good concentration, and again, excellent field position set up by the defense of Louisiana Tech with this interception.
And now in his 9th bowl game as a coach as well.
Again, man coverage. You need to attack on the perimeter.
Well, they do after a couple of broken tackles. Finally do get to the perimeter. Scott, who's not only got speed, shows off some of the strength too.
And that's one of the things that's deceiving by a running back that's 5'6". He's going to make you miss in the backfield. With his speed and quickness, he's able to stop Louisiana Tech dead in their tracks in the backfield.
It's not the first time this year he's come up with a big goal line stop.
You may look at quarterback run.
Stuff it inside for Scott, and he is short again inside the 1-yard line. Let's see if they load up and get a little bit more power here. We see Jared Kraft, the other running back, coming onto the field, 4th down.
I would think so. You get Jared Kraft, he's at 6 foot 222 pounds. You've got less than a yard for a touchdown. You need to take advantage of this second opportunity provided by the defense. You need 6 points here.
They go for the sneak on 4th and short. Time to peel away the layers of the pile. It's a touchdown, Louisiana Tech, and the Bulldogs strike first off the interception by Cedric Cooper.
Mike, somewhere in this mass of humanity is Jamar Smith with the football breaking the play, number 8 for Louisiana Tech. So they do take advantage. Good surge by the offensive line. Mustangs there to challenge, but Jamar Smith reaching the ball over for 6 points.
They good push from the offensive line up front. That was a unit in transition just about all year long. They didn't start the same offensive line in back-to-back weeks until weeks 10 and 11. Extra point is good for Jonathan Barnes, who missed from 37 earlier. Couple of turnovers. SMU regretting it now with the Bulldogs out in front 7-0 early going.
With Ben Hicks, he just has to complete one pass here, keep his offense on the field, and get that momentum going for the Mustangs.
Louisiana Tech rushes 5. A second interception. This one won't be stopped. A pick 6. Amik Robertson, his team leading 5th interception of the year, makes it 13-0 Louisiana Tech.
Well, Ben Hicks felt pressure and his eyes came down. I think he just forces this one into double coverage. And the guy that leads the team in interceptions, Amik Robertson, comes down with his 5th, and all he had was green grass in front of him. Just good anticipation, playing his side of the football field, and Hicks forcing it into double coverage.
And quickly, in front of a home crowd for SMU, they are down 14-0. They've had 11 plays and 3 turnovers. Hicks under pressure, gives it up. Robertson converts it. 2nd and 5. Braden West squirts through the middle. First down, cut down to the 39-yard line. Back to Kenny, who's upstairs in the booth calling the plays tonight. You played quarterback. How much importance should we place on the fact that it's a guy who's never done it before?
Well, I think there is a little bit of importance of that because, you know, your first time in a bowl game trying to feel out your offense and feel out your team. But this is the quarterback's best friend, the running game, and it's the play caller's best friend. Because when you can have balance with the tempo that you run on offense.
And it was Kenny, former Tulsa quarterback, who Hicks wanted to work with in this game. Soft toss to the edge for Sutton. His elusiveness takes him down the sideline and inside the 15. SMU with another first down, and they've looked as good as they have tonight here on this drive. Play clock is down to 3 for Hicks and the Ponies. On the rollout, going backward. Heave back of the end zone, and he wisely gets rid of it. Brings on Josh Williams here on 4th down to try the field goal from 25 and get SMU on the board down 2 scores. So a chip shot for him, and it's good. It's 14-3. SMU with a great drive, and they come up just a little bit short of the goal line. Dancy up the middle of the field across the 40. He might take this one deep into SMU territory and out of bounds inside the 30-yard line for Dancy. And there is a flag down at the end of the play, dropped at the 36.
What a run by Dancy. He caught that in full stride, 65 yards if it stands. Let's check out the penalty.
There is no foul for tripping on the play. Number 5 miss. It'll be first down. Louisiana Tech.
Well, it looked like Williams didn't hit his best to kick off, and he sure didn't kick his best here going after Dancy. He might have got him a little bit going outside, but they pick up the penalty.
They only need 2 for a first down. A fastball to the outside. They've got their first down yardage, and they've got their 6. It's Teddy Veal for the Louisiana Tech touchdown. They have come out absolutely sizzling in the first quarter.
I guess they say in Louisiana there's speed and then there's Louisiana speed. And that's just great quickness by Teddy Veal on the outside. He made something out of nothing because this is good bracket coverage. Just a quick screen, and it's a quick throw outside by Smith, but the dip inside, back outside, and terrific blocking on the perimeter by Oliver springs Veal into the end zone.
Oliver had a nice twist of the defender there to help out the score.
We're getting pretty good at this. I like this.
It only took us 13 games.
That's all.
Yeah.
I even like you, Mike.
Thank you. It's a club of one.
I did, but not for your bowl game. You know, it's kind of an unusual situation, so communication vital, especially on the offensive side.
Ball comes loose as Hicks hits the floor, and the ball is quickly recovered by Jacob Todora, getting the start at right tackle today. Nearly a third turnover by SMU.
Well, how about this defense for Louisiana Tech? They've done a great job, and for that first quarter, it was a quarter of wonder, and it continues into the second quarter here with this forced fumble.
Play action, 3rd and 11, throwing past the sticks. Teddy Veal the target.
Ben Hicks, one of the guys that starts this explosiveness on offense, but you get over a 3,000-yard passer. You got 3 guys that are over 1,000 yards. This is just an offense that needs to turn it around.
And they've given it up again, the second pick 6 for the defense tonight. Darrell Lewis with his 4th interception of the year. Make it 27-3. Ben Hicks had only been picked off 9 times coming into this game, and that number has ballooned tonight.
And he's got 3 tonight in great anticipation. First it was Robertson, and now it's Lewis from the safety position. And it just looks like Hicks is throwing into coverage. Everywhere he looks, he's seeing white jerseys instead of blue jerseys. And that's not a good thing for SMU right now because they're digging themselves a bigger hole at 27-3.
Some uncertainty coming into this game as far as having a new play caller goes, but like you said, it's not about necessarily the selection of the plays, but rather the execution.
Sometimes as a quarterback, it's the play you don't make. It's the throwaway when you don't like what you see. The last thing you want to do is throw it into coverage, and that's twice that Hicks has thrown into double coverage, and it's gone the other way for 6. The costly mistakes deep in his own end.
He's thrown for just 46 yards tonight. Jones hustling up the sideline and pushed out of bounds by the cornerback, Legarius Sneed. So the 46 yards in the air for Hicks, for defensive coordinator Blake Baker. He dials up a ton of pressure. It gets to Hicks, and he goes down all the way back at the 37-yard line. And it's Sneed who brought the heat. Their top receiver in motion through the slot. There's a flag down as Smith rolls out, lost it down the sideline, and that ball is caught. Veal hustling up the sideline, lets it float into his arms.
And it looked like a free play because Haley may have been in the neutral zone for SMU.
Offside, defense, number 30. That penalty's declined. The play results in a first down.
Sometimes being aware as a quarterback, you know you've got a free one, so you try to extend the play as long as you can and just heave it downfield. There's the penalty on SMU, 30 to the wide side of the field. He gets a jump, but the awareness of Smith to get outside, to know Veal's going to go in scramble mode. He's short. He's going to go up the sideline.
They get the ball to start the 3rd.
Well, it's more pressure here on 2nd down. Look for a big play.
Just one safety. This ball to the end zone. And it's caught. Teddy Veal, touchdown number 2 for the redshirt junior.
Mike, sometimes defenses just can't help themselves. They're trying to disguise the blitz. It's going to be 0 coverage. But I think Jamar Smith does a nice job with his cadence. He made SMU show where the pressure was coming from. He knew he had man-to-man coverage with Veal, and it was just pure speed on the go route. That's just good execution by quarterback and wide receiver.
(35-3).
Teddy Veal gets behind coverage. He knows what to do on zero coverage. Just run and find the football because Jamar Smith is going to put it right on the money. That guy's got a hot right arm.
Actually, he said, I would like to propose a change to the early signing period.
I saw that.
Move it to August and actually make it early. This is West again. So he said, you get all the can't-miss prospects. Did the ball come loose there?
The rule on the field is the runner fumbled the ball before being down. First down, Louisiana Tech.
Oh, boy. Russell Ferris coming away with it, and the turnovers make a bad night worse for SMU.
Well, this just can't go any worse for SMU on offense. West is going to take the handoff. He looks like he secures it fine through the line of scrimmage, but that ball is out. That ball came out. That's a really good job at the point of it. You've got 150 and counting. You've got third down and medium. You want that offense to stay on the field.
Smith's got 4 options. He picks single coverage into the end zone, and it's a touchdown, La Tech. Cam McKnight with his second touchdown catch of 2017. This one from 16 yards out.
Mike, we've seen Teddy Veal run by defenders to get into the end zone. This time it's McKnight who uses that 6'2" frame just to outrun Onu and stretch. He gets vertical in the end zone. He can't get up fast enough. That's just a good hands catch. Secures the football to the ground. And another opportunity that hasn't been wasted by Smith and company.
It was just a few minutes ago we were talking about Lane Kiffin and FAU dropping 50 last night and still churning in the fourth quarter to get there. And the Bulldogs are on pace to well exceed that number.
You want to get to the locker room, number one. The last thing you want to do is turn the football over deep in your own end.
Hicks looking to be a playmaker. Headlong across the 35. Stops the clock with a first down.
Gain of 6 for SMU.
Very soft coverage on the perimeter as Hicks connects with Sutton.
To number 16.
Quinn, who had just 22 catches in a couple of years at LSU. More than 100 during the regular season. Hicks looked his way, now slings it to the sideline, and it's Sutton there with his feet inbounds to make an acrobatic catch.
That's a heck of a throw because Ben Hicks is off balance, and he's able to get the football over Demarion King, who's waiting for another interception on the short sideline. Well, he came into this game saying he wanted to disguise coverage. He wanted to change it up on Hicks and give him some different looks. He's definitely done that through 30 minutes.
Looking to go up top for the grab, and that's exactly what SMU does with its first touchdown of the night into the hands of Trey Quinn.
I don't blame you, Trey Quinn. There's a little frustration coming out in these big play receivers. Both guys in Sutton and Quinn over 1,000 yards this year. Both with 12 touchdowns, now make it 13 for Trey Quinn. He goes up and takes the football away from Robertson, who's been on fire for Louisiana Tech in this first half.
That's a tough matchup for a cornerback on either of the top receivers for SMU, whether it's Quinn or Sutton. And the Mustangs certainly hope they have more of that type of action in the second half.
Really good quickness by Trey Quinn. He's the inside receiver on the slot. He's going to run that inside fade. He gains leverage, gives his quarterback a nice window to throw the football over the 5'9" Robertson. And hey, that's just a little frustration in the first half coming out. There's Bulldogs offense.
Tackle made by number 4, Onu.
Right back to the line. He had a short gain for a first down. They got more than they needed. Going back to Boston Scott. Finished off the year strong with a touchdown in 6 straight games to end the regular season.
Went into week 12 at 4-6. They had to win out to get to a bowl. They beat UTEP on November 18th. 343 yards on the ground in that game. And then in the regular season finale, beat UTSA. Off to the left side and perhaps off to the races. Scott takes it down the sideline. A huge chunk play for the redshirt senior from Baton Rouge, who's shown his power and there shows his speed.
Well, as head coach Skip Holtz likes to call Boston Scott the sizzle in the backfield. He's the sizzle and the speed in this offense.
Missed earlier in the game from 37 after a first drive turnover for the Mustangs. This one from 28. Second try is good. Makes it 45-10.
Ben Hicks was seeing a little bit more of the pressure than he should have, and his eyes weren't taking him to the easy throws. That time he had Jones in the flat right away. He passed it up, and then he made a bad throw down the middle.
Stepping up under pressure, and he's taken down again. Jalen Ferguson, with his team leading 7th sack of the year, helps bring the drive to a close.
That's good defense from front to back. I mean, the coverage is there. It makes Ben Hicks hold the football because initially you step up and you think you have some time.
Mustangs showing blitz off the corner, and here it comes. Great read as the throw goes to Hardy, eludes the first defender, and a strong tackle has him at a first down to the 45.
Just a perfect pass away from the defender, so it's been good protection with great execution by Jamar Smith.
John, you mentioned 0, meaning the number of safeties over the top being none, and that's something that the coaches for La Tech saw a lot on film.
To get the best interest of these student athletes first and foremost.
Barnes from 43. Some serious hang time on that ball, but it gets the job done. Bulldogs expand their advantage, 48-10 in the third.
Do different things in the offense and get rid of the football with a little bit more quickness in shorter spaces.
And that's part of what Sonny Dykes has had to adjust to in replacing Chad Morris in the 9 days since he's taken over as head coach. Was just watching film and saying, okay, well, when I say X, what does that mean in your language, and figuring out exactly what his desires play calling wise would equal.
First bowl game for FIU since 2011 for Butch Davis and their crew.
Veal with a couple of touchdown grabs, has a first down, shakes 2 defenders and takes this inside the 30-yard line. Teddy Veal, Conference USA Newcomer of the Year, goes for 34.
Teddy Veal is not finished. There's 10:24 and counting on the clock, and he's going to make moves on that SMU sideline. That's just a great job with the ball when it comes tomorrow.
Try from 41 yards for Barnes. Hits the upright and falls through.
And it's good.
The odds of that are not great, but it has been La Tech's night. Their lead at the half was 42-10, and they've only grown it since.
the flux on offense with the lack of coaches and preparing for the game and having some continuity issues, and then the turnovers were the big story early. You know, I don't care who's coaching you. When you turn the football over, good chance you're not going to win or not be successful, and that's what happened to SMU tonight.
He got a nice run down inside the 15-yard line down near the 10. 45 seconds to go.
Just a terrific effort by that defense.
And that'll do it. 51-10. Defense came to play for La Tech as they finish off the season winning 3 straight and take down SMU, the inaugural champions in the 2017 DXL Frisco Bowl. So for our entire crew, Chris Button on the field, my partner John Congemi, Mike Cousins saying so long from Frisco, Texas.